Okay, hello, I'm Codifer, and today we're gonna take a little break from my ongoing series, maybe a permanent break, and I just found this game called Greedfall on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Looked interesting. It's a little bit on the cheaper side, and it had some good customer reviews comparing it to, let's see, what was it was Dragon Age and to Fable, which are two series that I really love. Hopefully, it's not like Fable 3 and Dragon Age 2. Hopefully, it's more like Fable 1 and Dragon Age 1 or 3. But let's find out. Now, this is a M for Mature game, so expect M for Mature commentary. This is my first time playing through, and I just want to see what kind of impression it gives off. I never go too dark. That's pretty good for brightness. And it seems to be, well, you can tell even from this first page here, or the title screen, that it seems to be pirate themed, maybe colonial or Victorian, a little later Victorian, colonial era, sort of aesthetic. And from the screenshots, it's like a typical fantasy game. I've never seen one quite take place in that. That's kind of loud. Hang on a second, sorry. Let's turn that down a little bit. Okay. It seems to be, gosh, I lost my train of thought there, sorry. Anyway, it seems to be a fantasy-style game that takes place in a colonial area setting, which is rare. Maybe Fable 2 sort of did that sort of thing. Maybe that's why the comparisons have been made. But let's check it out. Normal. We're just getting into it, and personally, I hate difficulty sliders. I wish they sort of got away with them. Play the game how it was meant to be played by the developers. That should be the best experience. And if it's not, then you've got a problem with your game. Loading screen's taking a little bit. I am on Xbox One, so... Oh.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes.
What was his name?
Chin a tiny bit.
Sir de Coton.
Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Ah, yes. Character creation time. Perfect. That's interesting. They got the typical presets. Now, these are... A lot of RPGs have some pretty terrible default character choices. But I like these. Looks like it's fairly standard. None of them lacked that mark. So I assume that is necessary. Kind of looks like Anakin from Episode 3 of Star Wars. You were my brother, Anakin. Sorry. Shouldn't spend too much time on this. Let's see, he's supposed to be a pilot. Let's go with this. I like this. We got facial. Ooh, we got the Muttonchops. Look at that. This game just went up a star ranking on everyone's review sheet. You get the Muttonchops. Might stick with those. Oh, you don't have to choose between the gentleman and the Muttonchops. Standard beard, you get Scrag. What's the difference? Oh, it cycles. Okay. So there's no end. It just cycles back. That's good. Some of these menus for different RPGs have been clunked down where if you hit the end, it just stops you in your tracks. But at the same time, I keep thinking like this. Let's just go with the straight Muttonchops. Eyebrows. Yeah, it's finer. Skin color. That's good. Hair color. So not terribly detailed, but I don't think you have to go crazy to have a good character creator. You just have to... For me, it's always about being intuitive and looking... Your finished product looks like it belongs in whatever world. And I'd have to say that sticking to slider bars like this, especially since it's it's a new game and it's a bit on the cheaper end of it. I think that works fine. You don't have to, have the detailed sliders, percentage masculinity, femininity, whatever that's supposed to mean that a lot of these games do these days. And even classic ones. I mean, you want an example of a super detailed and super terrible character creator, and, I might raise some ire with it, but look at Oblivion. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Oblivion's. You can make some real monstrosities. All right, so we got a starting class. I see a name, Desardet, but I don't see an option to pick it, so hopefully that's later on. So we get the 3 basics, our warrior, technical, which I assume is our rogue equivalent, and magic. Focus on control, focus on melee, and focus on the awesome stuff. Of course, we're going to go magic. Probably not the... Okay, so we got... what's this? First point. Endurance, willpower, mental. Let's give it straight to that. It only gives us 1 to begin with. That's fine. What's this? Talent to invest... Quest and explore, charisma. So these would be... Ooh! You can craft in this game. That's neat. Intuition. So these are the non-combat lockpicking. Science! Allows you to make simple potions. So that's alchemy, I guess. It's always throws me off when magic and science blend together, but I like it. I like the notion. Let's go with charisma. We want people to like us. We all want people to like us. Sorry. Okay, so still didn't see a name.
Just a few.
So I guess that's not
Such an
choosable.
incredibly singular thing. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished.
Ah, you're voiced.
Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you? Of course.
Whoa! Sorry, something about that
Your
dude's
cousin
face.
is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Name dropping some
Fear, Master. I'll go
factions.
and see them in his name.
A bit of intrigue right off the
I beg your
bat.
pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is...
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay. Standard third person. Camera's a little weeble wobbly, sort of. When you lift off the stick, it still goes. Has momentum, I suppose you could say. Who do we have here? Oh, yeah, so that's going to take some getting used to.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Okay. That's a fancy way of saying they didn't write her any dialogue. Or they did, and she's a super complex character that will come into play later. We got guards here. Obviously, we are someone of import. Who are you? I can't really see the way I have my setup right now.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I can't really see the finer text. The workers. Okay, so fairly basic. Up top there, we got our basic compass, complete with main objective. Sorry, I've had a cold recently, so.
Hey! Green blood!
What the?
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
Ooh.
Fight with honor!
Okay. Attack 3 times. Ah, pretty standard fare. So we got... Okay, B is magical parry, A is dodge. Ooh! Oof! I'm not good at parrying. That's fun, though. Prove to Kurt that you can fight. So, Shadow Missile, Shadow Impact, Magic Parry. Do I have, like, a... Use Fury. Healing yourself. Okay, so Tactical Pause menu. Okay, so you don't have to hold it either. Shadow, so you can... You have lost health to assign potion. Okay, and I tried to do... Oh, this is... Assign X, okay. And let's assign that to up. Okay, so then... Right trigger and... Okay. Not enough. Okay, so there is magic energy. I can't really see where that is. I think my record button is probably... Oof! Okay, so combat's pretty intuitive.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Nah.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Convenient.
Thanks back for the great departure.
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
No, I'm good.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping his test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is
Aw, mama's boy.
Goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
I like this. It's not too in your face with the exposition. It just sort of assumes that your character already knows what's going on and fills you in bit by bit. Doesn't break immersion that way by having a long opening scene or anything like that. It's just sort of letting you go through the paces. So apparently we were dead on with colonial era because we are colonists going off to the brave new world, and our cousin here is set to be a governor.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh,
What
it's
the?
you, my dear child.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Oh no.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so.
Jeez.
Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people.
Intriguing.
Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
So we've got a prevailing sickness. I assume that's the mark on our face, because it's very similar to the marks on hers. I assumed at first it was like a blood thing, but apparently it's our people, so it must be like a plague that's spreading, as opposed to like a genetic curse or something like that. Nice hat. Sprint with aim, standard fare. This looks like Yarnum. A little bit. I suppose it's similar.
Stop.
Similar era, so similar aesthetic.
Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
They're definitely
This
less
island
of
will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine
Gothic.
first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Alright. Kurt here. Add to team. Okay, let's do that. Confirm team. Okay, so we get party members in this one. Press to follow.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Alright, we got a couple goals here. Some pretty simple early quests. Standard fare. I do still love the aesthetic. Okay, I was about to say, it seemed like, even though it was mentioned as a, you know, a wide-spreading plague, it seemed like only I and our mother here were infected, but looks like that is not the case. This is sort of a Black Death-esque epidemic. Follow. I wonder if there's a map here. We got equipment. Yeah, we got a map. Okay, so this is the embassy. And okay, so both embassies are what's being tracked right now. Okay. I wonder then, are they different kingdoms? Guilds? What's going on with them? We'll see if we can find out. Oof. Oh, my marker vanished. So this is, yep, here we go. There we are.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
Thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
This guy's face animations are a bit... Actually, the face animations in general seem a bit
unscrupulous
off.
individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
And apparently
I shall
our
see
laws
what
are
I can
no.
do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man
Yes,
operates
super
in the city
diplomatic.
center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I'd like to...
Goodbye, Excellency.
Let's try to get
Goodbye,
more in.
Lord de Sade.
I am the Marquis de Sade. A very positive name in history. They definitely borrow tons from different cultures and sort of just mesh them together into the writing style, but that's fairly standard. I mean, it's hard not to have references to, like the legate position in Rome, or, very heavily borrowing from England with the aesthetic, governorship, colonialization. They've taken the Black Death epidemic, pushed it a little forward in time, but just because you can see the influences does not mean it is bad. Okay, I was hoping I could sit down and talk to the
Good
guy.
day, Excellency.
Oh, well, what do you know?
De Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Colonel
To
Sanders.
inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
There's that word congregation
I
again.
thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache.
I assume that's
Father
our
Cornelia
faction.
will be enchanted to work with you and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in
Of
a
course you
rather
were.
delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Sorry, but it sounds like they're
I must
on
be
the
going.
right here.
Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Ah, yes, generic faith in the light. Okay, so how far into this are we? Still pretty early on, haven't taken sail yet. Gotta say, so far, fairly generic turn of events. Let's go find this charlatan, see if we have time for that. Although, I have to say, game feel-wise, it's perfectly fine. Very fluid combat. The little bit taste I had was pretty good. Felt good. Felt good to do. Felt good to fight. Magic seems interesting, although it doesn't seem too unique so far, if you know what I mean. Like if I had picked any of the other classes, I don't think combat would have been too different. But hey, that can change. And I think this game's sell...
Present to you, Panacea.
Of course.
The absolute
But I think that the idea, the draw of this game is that you're supposed to be able to combine abilities later on. Like, we start as magic user, but we can grow.
heals all of that.
Of course it
More
does.
Still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor.
Ooh.
Not yet.
So that would be our
Your
sickness.
question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Except for the one thing that you need it to.
Absolutely everything, except the Malachor, of course. That
Aye.
being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you
salesman.
avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Let's find out.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Mm-hmm. Any side
Are there any
effects?
nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Then perhaps a
Will you
demonstration.
drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition.
Mm-hmm.
If it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
Uh-huh.
Steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Brilliant. Why the hell? I mean, you could just be selling tap water and then drink the tap water and you'd be fine. Why? You gotta be so suspicious. Okay, so I've gotta find a way to steal. Here. Let's speak. Where's my thievery? I'm not a thief. Can I jump? Oh, that's his cart. Okay, so I gotta go behind. Nice and easy now. Back into the back alley. Bet I'll see that guy who wanted to take 2 as well, because I'm almost certain he's in on the scam. Aha! What on earth? Seems we... I don't want to drink a potion. Boo! Oh, that was weird. Oops. Oh no. Okay, so it's pretty forgiving. Phew. Ooh, loot. Blunt war axe, better. And gold coins, take all that. Better than my bare hands, one would assume, but I'm also using magic, and I don't quite know the rules if you can use a magic spell and have a weapon at the same time. I would hope so, but what's this? Ooh. Health, ammo, doublet. Neat. Let's take a look at that. That's something we haven't done yet. Let's take a look at equipment. Oh, that's our friend. Well, then how do I... Okay. Okay, so magic here is the ring. Spiked hammer. So I assume that I can switch, but they haven't explained B? Okay, and then we have a new... Oop. Well, how do I... Sorry, going left to right switches you to your companion instead of switching it to the... Okay, so that's only... Okay, so you use the joystick to switch, and then to switch to your... to navigate this menu. To switch your companion, you can do it quickly just by pressing the analog sticks. Is that... The D-pad, sorry. Okay, so we got a new hat. It's worse. It looks worse, too. No neck. Ooh, you can have capes later. No capes yet. We got a new shirt here. Oh, I like that. No new gloves. Some new leggings, though. This one is better at element resistance. This one is without sacrificing anything. So let's go with this. Nice. Okay. Fairly standard there as well, of course. Wasn't expecting anything too crazy. Didn't notice any cosmetic options. It seems like everything has a function, which is fine. I kind of like cosmetic options being separate from stat increasing gear, because you always end up looking like a doofus trying to equip the best stat gear. But let's see here. Rented room. No cleaning. Oh. Search area to unmask the charlatan. Research book. I've got his antidote. Ah. It wants me to go back to him now? Okay.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Show him the remedy he's selling.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
How does that help?
It's trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found.
Yeah, he's staying here. This
We
is
won't leave the city.
weird. The writing here in this mission is a bit off. Doesn't seem like people are acting as, you know, humans would. Okay, gotta go upstairs. This is downstairs. Pick up. Isn't that stealing? I want to steal. Yet. There we go. You know, see how attaining one of his vials helps the situation in the way that it appears to have.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Uh-huh.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist.
Well, the book does prove that.
Believe me after all that. But I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
Well, according to him...
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Sorry, dude.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
I'm pretty sure it's just, dude. You were scamming people, selling them poison. I mean, you say it's not harmful, but you don't really give me any reason to believe you. Especially after all that lie and deceit, and you had thugs attack me. Sorry, but no. You were lying, straight.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
I did!
Many citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Burren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
Why, thank you, my good man.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Ooh, and I leveled up. Alright, so that is Greedfall, game that I just happened to grab off of Xbox Marketplace. Pretty good, I have to say. Not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination so far. Fairly by the numbers, but enjoyable. A lot of fun so far. Writing isn't stellar, motions for the models not perfect, but enough customization and a unique enough aesthetic. I don't see a lot of this in this style of RPG. You know, you don't see a lot of this colonial era in an RPG. So that's unique enough, I think, even on its own to warrant a look at this game. But I'm probably going to keep playing it. I doubt I'll do any more videos on it. I think you guys get the gist of it, and I don't think it's going to be a stellar enough of experience to warrant a YouTube series. But if you fancy checking out yourself, it's like $50. I don't know if it's on any other platforms other than Xbox, but I know it's $50 on Xbox Live. So give it a look. You know, maybe we've got ourselves the start of a new good, you know, or even great gaming franchise. You know, I haven't really heard of the studio behind it before. I don't think. I have to take another look, but I'm pretty sure this is a first time sort of creation, or the first that I'm aware of. So I wish him luck, and I think it's fairly good. Like I said, if I had to give it like a rating out of 5, 3.5 is probably about right for this game. It's not a masterpiece so far. Maybe I'll change my mind as I play, but I think it's good. I think it's well worth the price. Maybe it'll end up being super short, but even still, I think this is very enjoyable. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.